1965 Morris Minor. This is a two-door version. As you can see, it's lovely, finished in black with a contrasting red interior. Really nice color combo. Start by having a look at the bodywork. If we start on this front driver's wing, you can see that the arch is lovely and sharp all the way around. No sign of any corrosion or anything like that. If we look down this side of the car, nice and straight, which again on a 60s black car is quite difficult to do. It's not full of filler or anything like that. It's got 4 cream correct spec steel wheels with little hubcaps and nice tyres on it. If we have a look inside the arch, now it's quite dark, but you can see that it's lovely and clean in there. Coming down this driver's side, we've got a little mark in the paint just there, and another one just here. You could do with a little bit of a polish along that bottom space there. Have a look along the sill there, you can see it's nice and clean, and the floor is really, really good, as we can see. No sign of any corrosion or anything like that. It's obviously been well cared for. Rest of the driver's door, all nice and tidy. You've got a nice little red pinstripe to match the seats. Coming down this side, nice and tidy on that rear quarter. And again, this rear arch, nice and sharp all the way around. Another good wheel and tyre along this seam around here. That's all nice and neat. You can have a look at the roof from here as well. Like the rest of the car, lovely and straight. Could do with a little bit of a hand polish, which we'll do. Other than that, all good. Around the screen, it's obviously had new seals at some point because that's all fresh and nice. Then that gutter is good. All the seals look like they've been replaced, I presume, when the car was painted. From what I understand, the car was painted not too long ago. If you check the description, we'll detail what we know about the history and things like that, innit? Both rear tail lights, nice and bright. And the surround again, new seals on those. Rear bumper sits nice and straight, the chrome work is good, as is the painted section. That whole boot lid is nice. You've got a little bit of a scratch just here with a chip in the paint. The scratch looks like it would polish out, obviously you've still got the chip left after that. Chrome on the hinges, that's all nice as well. That rear seal's been replaced again recently, like the rest of them. And then onto the passenger side, you've got a little mark in the wing there, another one there. But yeah, the arch itself, lovely and sharp. Have another look underneath from there as well. You can see, really nice underneath. Another good wheel and tyre. Rest of that rear quarter, that's all good. It's nice down the bottom in the seam here. It's been chipped and had a little bit of tape put over that just to protect it. On the bottom corner of the door there, you can see. That one's a little tidy up on there. And then again, the seals on this side look to be relatively new. Nice and neat on the roof from this side as well. All the glass is lovely and clear as well. It's not sort of grained with scratches or anything like that. And then onto the front wing, nice and tidy. Sharp going all the way around that arch. You see a little bit in there with the camera. It is quite dark, but it is really good in there. And then another nice wheel and tyre. Around the screen across the front. And onto the roof, all good from this side as well. And then onto the front, both headlights, both indicators and side lights, all nice and clean and bright. They're not cracked with any sign of any moisture. Chrome work on the front is as good as the back. And the bonnet is really, really good. You can see nice deep glossy black paintwork. Not really any marks to note or anything like that. Overall, really presentable for the age. And then for me, this is what makes the car. You got black with that really bright red interior. Nice clean door card. Seats have obviously been replaced at some point or retrimmed because they're in lovely condition. There's no sign of any wear at all on that front seat. And then the backs look to be more original. They could do with a really good clean, but they're really nice. No rips or tears. Carpet set is lovely and clean as well. It's always a good sign when you can't tell the difference between where the seat is and where your feet would be. There's no ingrained dirt or anything like that. It's obviously had these mats down for quite some time because the carpet underneath's lovely. Steering wheel, nice and neat. A little bit of wear at 10 and 2, but nothing major. Painted dash top is all good. It shows 50,000 miles. Sorry, it doesn't, yeah. But we'll detail what we know about history and what mileage and things it's done there. The owner has had an oil pressure gauge fitted. And he's had this little Pioneer stereo fitted. I'll show you when we go around the other side with a couple of little stealth speakers in there. It's got quite a nice sound to it as well. Nice to have. Into the boot. Again, we've got a couple of spare hubcaps. Obviously spare wheels and jacks and everything. Underside of the boot lid is all nice and neat. All tidy in there. There's no funny smells in there or in the main cabin. Passenger side, much the same as the other side. Door card, nice and neat. Door shuts are lovely. That front seat, again, doesn't look like it's been used at all. Pioneer stereo in there. There's 2 speakers, one each side. Like I say, they pump out a decent bit of sound. We'll pull the bonnet and have a look under there. This one does have a current MOT. It is MOT exempt and tax exempt, but the vendor has chosen to keep the MOTs up. I'll excuse the dodgy camera work while I find that bonnet release. There we go. And you will notice on the MOT that there's a little advisory for an oil leak. The vendor did mention that. I've had it parked in a spot for a couple of days. It's very, very minor, but it does seem to drop a couple of little drops here and there. It's been parked here for about an hour. It hasn't dropped anything yet. All nice and standard in there, nice and neat. See that firewall's all good, inner wings are nice and neat. All good and tidy. We'll get it fired up, and again, it's been with us for a few days. It starts on the button. Give it a tiny little bit of choke. There it goes. See that head unit firing up. We'll go around the back. Nothing nasty flying out the back there. Give it a little rev. Really nice sounding engine. Again, it was in regular use, which is always a good thing. These things don't like to sit around too much. So there you have it. 2-door Morris Minor, black with red interior. If you've got any questions, please get in touch. Thank you.